So one thing you didn't really talk about in the book at length was psychedelic mushrooms. Um, that's another kind of class of mushrooms that's not going to kill you, but it can send you on kind of a wild ride. Is it the same kind of thing there that these psychoactive compounds are also like a deterrent to predators?
Yeah, that's a good one. Good question. The the magic mushroom psychoactive compound, one of them is called psilocybin, and it's been found in other fungi that are pathogens of insects, which again makes me think that they're probably an insect. They're probably aimed at the insects, and their effects on humans are uh, probably just accidental, not
Mm-hmm.
by any evolutionary design. Um, there are some people who think that there is like a higher purpose involved, but that's not my subject. So, um,
Yeah.
but and then there are other fungi that I do mention ergot in the book, and that's the other big uh,
Right.
psychedelic compound. LSD is derived. It's a chemical derivative of a natural compound from ergot, which is a grain disease, and that did have a lot of effects in the Middle Ages on people who were eating rye bread and things made from rye, and they didn't know that these black spikes that were in there weren't part of the plant, and they had quite severe hallucinations and gangrene and things like that.
Oh wow. They're yeah.
But modern medicine, I'm sure you've seen the stories in the last 5 years or so. These compounds are being decriminalized, and they are being used, tested experimentally for various psychological, um, like at a lower dose, not as hallucinogens, but as sort of medical medicines for people who have psychological distress of various kinds.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty cool to see, actually. I think there's some therapeutic, uh, controlled environments when you take those things that can really be helpful. I know they're doing that also with MDMA and some other things like that. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. So are these mushrooms trying to send, insects on a magic carpet ride, or what's the or maybe they work in a different way in insects, and it, like you said, it's just some kind of accidental thing. But
Well,
I'm envisioning, grasshoppers flying around just out of their minds, like
well, to stick with the insect, like you've probably heard of zombies, right? It's
yes,
a different
yes.
group of fungi again, but these are fungi that attack ants and beetles and things like that, and they basically turn them into robots at their command. And so an ant that's infected by one of these fungi will climb a plant and get it as high up as it possibly can, and then it will die, and the fungus will cement it to the plant, and then it will shoot a stalk out of its head and throw its spores in the air. And what this tells me is that these are very psychoactive compounds in general. So that and that may be the purpose of making them, is to again to ensure the survival of the fungus. That it
Mm-hmm.
needs to get out of the insect somehow, and one way to do it is to make the insect go where the spore dispersal will be the most effective.
Mm-hmm. So it's kind of messing with its creating compounds that mess with its um, behavior, and then that behavior leads to better reproduction, and then over many cycles that sort of gets reinforced, right? Is that the
Yeah, I suppose.
something like that? Is that the cordyceps fungus that you're talking about?
Yeah, cordyceps, Ophiocordyceps, there's two
Uh-huh.
are now.